In this video, I'm going to share a little bit about my crazy friends and ice climbing and eagles and a high dose of faith. There's a lot going on in our country right now, in the world right now. But we do have the promise of peace and courage, and that God's on our team. He's for us, and if He's for us, who can be against us? So why am I getting stressed out? I'm figuring out this picture that I saw in nature last year. I've got a good friend, Boydo, who has done a lot of mountaineering in his life. Mountaineering is basically being able to summit and live on mountains for extended periods of time, right? It's like camping on mountains and climbing them, okay? So he mountaineers. I've never really mountaineered very much. I have been on mountains a lot, but I haven't lived on mountains very often. He mountaineers. He comes to northern Michigan, plays music, and was just telling me, hey Peg, you know there's ice 2.5 hours north of us in the UP that we can go and climb? And I'm like, well, I figured there was ice up there, but I didn't really think about climbing it before, you know? Well, could do that, but had not thought of that. So, for the last 5 or 6 years, we've been going up with a group of awesome people who have really encouraged me and really gotten me to the point where I am today, where I can stand in front of a camera and not honestly worry about what the world thinks. Like, the fear of man is getting lifted from me. I think it's been really well represented by that group of people, our tribe that we've been going and doing life with and adventures with and getting on our knees with and praying over and worshiping together. So I have those guys to thank for the fact that I have peace today. There's a buck, whitetail running across the woods. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So cool, running up that hill out of the pine trees. Anyway, thankful to that group. They've taught me a lot. I think the Holy Spirit is contagious, and those guys have the Holy Spirit, and so I've gotten infected now, so it's good. Ice climbing. We've been going to the UP for years now, ice climbing, and I even got some boots for it, because I'm tired of renting them. So I got some boots for it. I got some crampons for it. I got some axes for it. And last year, we were walking along this trail in Munising, near Munising, along the Lake Superior, which I think should be called the Superior Sea, because it's vast, it's huge, it's powerful, and if you've been there before, you've seen it. It's a sea, it's a freshwater sea. So we're walking along this trail like I am today, except there's a big difference, because today there's no wind and it's calm and there's very little snow. Last year on that trail, we were going through 2 feet of snow, drifts, big old snow drifts up to our waist. If we went the wrong direction, we'd just fall in like 4 feet of snow, right? 4 feet of powder. So we're hiking along this trail, okay? I'm gonna try to stay on my trail, on my track, on my train of thought. And I see this sight that just makes me kind of look twice. Like, what in the world? You know, picture 50-mile-an-hour wind coming off the Superior Sea and hitting us. We are elevated on this ridge, looking down at the Superior Sea, and the wind is coming out of the north, 50 miles an hour, hitting us in the face, drifting snow. We're just hiking through the park, and it was pretty brutal. But if you know me, you know that eagles are important to me. I think they're awesome animals. I love them. I get to see them in Montana, Michigan, Indiana. Get to see them a lot. And God's really encouraged me through bald eagles and eagles before. Okay? You can call me crazy if you want to. I don't actually care. He has. So, eagles are super important to me. And I think we can learn a lot from nature and from the physical for the spiritual. And so just walking along, wind killing us in the face, snow pelting us in the eyes, wading through snow drifts, working hard. I look up, guess what I see? Just kind of soaring. That's right, a seagull, not an eagle, a seagull. But today God sent me a seagull. That's okay. Seems like a downgrade, but they're actually cool looking animals, I think. Because I'm from Indiana and we don't have seagulls. Seagulls, I know I'm saying it wrong. Seagull, eagle, seagull. The seagull was soaring effortlessly. So cool. These winds are pushing him the direction they want to push him, and he's just chilling with his wings out, not even flapping his wings, right? He is soaring like this kite, moving slow and looking for prey or whatever he's looking for, or hoping we drop a power bar on the trail. I don't know what he was looking for, but it wasn't working hard in the middle of that torrential wind and storm. He just had his wings out. He was harnessing the power of the wind. And it made me think about yesterday and so many days that I walk around flapping my wings against God's prevailing winds, because I know what I want to get done today. And no wind, no force is going to stop me from my to-do list. You know what I mean? Instead of submitting and saying, okay, Papa God, you say you've got a good plan for me today. So I believe that and I receive that. Show me the way you want me to go, and I'll stop flapping in my own direction. Let's partner your power with my physical, and let's partner and let's do this together. And I think that's how Isaiah 40 says we can run and not grow weary. Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They'll walk on wings. They'll soar on wings like eagles. That's how we can do that. Even when we're old, above 40, I don't know anybody like that, but even when we're old, we can soar on wings like eagles because we can harness God's power of His Holy Spirit working through us, inside of us, and in spite of us. And I hope that encourages you. It's something I've been trying to wrap my mind around. And that seagull was a good example. Letting God do what He wants to do not completely getting out of the way, but partnering and spreading your wings and watching for his plan every day, including today. He's so good all the time. All right, peace out. I found it. Bigfoot. It's a big day. So if you find yourself feeling like I did the other day, yesterday morning, just a bunch of anxiety, kind of like short of breath, a little bit panicked for kind of no reason in particular, sitting in a warm home, got great fam and friends, so taken care of, but still not at peace. What works for me are two things. One, waking up, sorry I'm yelling, waking up and getting in the Word. For me, it's like literally getting on my knees and listening to the Word. That's for me. You don't have to do that, but I gotta do it. Number two, doing this. I gotta do something active, preferably in creation. I don't mind the whole like rowing machine or working out in the basement thing, but if I can do this, it helps me clear my mind and get back on the right path. Oh, it lined up with what I'm doing. Sorry, that's kind of lame. All right, headed home, and I am sweating. It's another awesome day in northern Michigan. Thankful.
I don't have anything special that's not available to all of us through our Father in heaven, and I recommend high doses of it. Shout out to the band Coastland and my man Jamie Schmidt, who's climbing some ice right here. He's in the band Coastland. He hooked me up with some music for this video, and check him out at coastlandofficial.com.